G'day and welcome back to the Sizzler, presented by Jindy Disc Golf Store. We are in Canberra at Western Park on the beautiful Lake Burley Griffin. Big thanks to Gatekeeper Media for sharing this fantastic coverage, which is created by PRKD Media. My name is Timmy Bowen, and together with Andrew Ferguson and Paddy Robinson, we are the Tee Off Podcast. Make sure you look us up on Spotify and give us a 5-star review, why not?
Absolutely, 5 stars, nothing else. Talk about 5 stars. The weather's been beautiful in this first half of the first round here at the Sizzler. Dan Frost kicking things off nicely with 3 under par. Blake just nipped on his heels with 2 under. Zach 1 off the pace, further in 1 under par. And Dave Perry, rough start, but still scrambled back to even.
All right, we're kicking off with hole 12, which we've known for quite a while now. You want to get a nice backhand under these trees and try and punch through this gap if you can. The basket has been pushed back from its traditional position, so you're going to see driver here, and yeah, it's a great hole. Oh, look out.
Jason Wiedner with his freshly minted career in hobby horsing. Just having a laugh at the larpers.
I tell you what, they're probably having a laugh at us. They're probably thinking, what are these wankers throwing?
Yeah. Frisbee golf, you say. This is a little bit too high, a little bit too left from Dave, but that's scooting through so nicely.
That is a great break.
That is an ideal spot to be too. He'll have the choice of the forehand or the backhand approach to the basket, which has been pushed back in from previous years.
It's a nice little pop from Zach James.
This hole was the scene of the infamous throw-in to force a playoff from Austin Dalla Conrad, except for the fact I call him Conrad, except that he actually lost the playoff. So, but as we move on, we'll watch Dan throwing his pink cloud breaker, which we've seen. Almost dropping his pink cloud breaker.
Almost won. Doesn't really think about too much.
Turned over a bit. Hates it. I think he was rattled by the fact that he dropped his disc, but it scooted through.
I thought he was rattled by the laughing.
I was going to say.
Do these Canberra boys believe in trees? I swear, between Zach and Dan, just zipping through all sorts of foliage.
There's just carnage in the background.
Absolute.
It's just low out of the hand from Blake, but he's going to want to skip, and he gets one.
Few spells being cast on that thing.
I think Aragorn is leading the charge in the fight for Gondor. I probably just broke all sorts of Lord of the Rings references there, but
don't know what
I got that right.
Sounded good though. Could have fooled me.
Let's have a look at what Dan's got. Backhand approach, hanging it out towards a car park, fading in. He's got about 1 tree to beat.
Oh, look at this thing. Happy days.
Great shot.
Happy days. Blakey, what's he going here? This looks like something pretty low speed. Maybe a putter. Does he throw zones?
Yeah, he certainly does. And this might be one of his zones. Just caught one of the late limbs there and dropped down just outside the circle.
Oh, Perry's looking at this thing.
AVRX3.
Doesn't quite have the legs to get there, but he's got probably a 6-7 metre putt.
Bit of a weird ground play there too. Zach,
probably good though. It was fading towards the OB line on the roadside there.
Oh, very nice from Zach.
Yeah, that's great.
Is that maybe a buzz? Do we think? Kind of looks buzz-like.
Might be zone again. I think. I love most disccraft throwers. They do love to approach with the zone.
Why?
Really?
No! He's laughed it. He's laughed it. He's taken the bow out and just had his way.
He can do no wrong.
And Dave is thrown.
And it's just got into the head of Dave Perry. I love it, Blake.
Legolas.
As we see Zach unfazed by the showmanship, and he doesn't want a bar of a celebration, just trundling in to claim his birdie.
Legolas.
Dan's taking his time on this putt.
Yeah, I don't think there's probably a larper in the background, half naked. No, it's thrown him.
And he just hasn't got the spin or the commitment.
Oh.
Don't hurt the trees, Dan. They're your friends, mate.
They are your friends.
Gee whiz.
Maybe a wind read there. We'll just see him tap in for the par. And we'll move on to hole 13, which is 96 metres. Not a very difficult hole, except for the fact that they've slapped a really tiny C1 island on it now.
Oh.
So you got to miss the
Big
trees
change.
and you need to stick your disc within 10 metres or you're taking a penalty stroke. It is playing as hazard.
Oh, Zach's turned this one over a little bit.
Oh, that needs to get left. Oh, that looks OB. It's going to be
That's tight.
very close. You can't tell from the T-pad. No idea. It's going to be a wait and see, that one. Blake going the forehand. I do like the forehand, hitting the high side of the hill. This is a little low, needs to go. And it does.
Scoots in.
Yeah,
8
snuck into
metres.
the island. It must be said, the ground here fairly grabby, and I saw a few of those forehands on the left-hand side get that like annoying counter skip. So it was a bit of a difficult one to sort of stick in within 10 metres.
Dave opting for the backhand, straight at it.
He's
He's got to avoid that tree. Oh,
nuts.
goodness me.
Right in the middle of the hazard. And yeah, Dave, his dirty round continues. He did get a few birdies in the last few holes, but unfortunately it's going to be par at best on this one. This is a Dan Frost hole all day, every day.
Oh,
ADG.
no.
Tim.
Lamb shank.
Well, we're going to see it. We will see, we'll see that on Lamb Shanks for sure.
That is commentator's curse.
I mean, didn't expect him to hit that one, boys. I don't know about you.
Dave here from the hazard.
Oh, and here we
Oh,
have Zach
okay.
James's drive.
Ooh.
Oh.
Let's have a listen.
Disc, but where the line goes, it's hard.
It's like the end of the one.
Zach's pleading his case.
Yeah.
Like it's back there.
Yep,
But then on this side, it's like.
because it's like
Oh, is it a bit?
like
It's
the line
awkward,
goes
isn't it?
Yeah.
that.
I can see some. There's some green touching that disc, mate. There's green there. Benefit. Benefit.
All I know is that whatever they decide is wrong, the YouTube comments, that's where the correct answer is. But boys, I have a bit of an unwritten rule. If you take longer than 30 seconds to decide whether it's in or out, it's in, benefit to the player.
Yeah.
Yeah, my gut on this one, looking at it straight away, says it was in.
Not like Zach's had good breaks in this round anyway. I won't harp on it, boys.
So did they call it in?
Oh, and he's just curved that around the trays. Very hard to recollect yourselves after a sort of controversial call like that.
Did they call it out or call it in? What do we?
I think they called that in.
Oh, okay.
Oh, little wind gust. Pop that one up.
You can hear the wind just howling at the moment. The flag's not moving though. Very strange.
Yeah, nice tap in.
Blakey in for par. And he'll be still gaining a stroke on Dan and Dave. Dan actually needs this for the bogue. Oh. That's super
Another
disappointing.
dead center. Just
The rad spit out counts up to 4.
Goodness me.
Dave, this is for Bogue. Yep.
Oh, and I forgot, Dan actually hit a tree early enough that he didn't make the hazard. So actually, we'll just
Oh,
take
really?
the bogey.
Oh, wow. Oh,
So we see
par.
Zachy
So
for the par.
I think
Yeah.
they've called it in.
I think that's fair.
Yeah, good call. All right, moving on to hole number 14, 136 metre boomer, par 3. You've really got no option but to hang it out over this water, and you'll find the basket there, probably at 20 metres offshore.
It's a
And
crush.
don't be misled, actually, but don't, the boys you can see there, that's actually just the OB. So if you land in the water, you're okay. No.
You have the option to go swimming.
I was going to say, is the skip
Oh,
skip
that's
play? Skip play off the water? Is
I
that
mean, you'd be a
there?
psychopath if you went for the skip.
Are they measuring from the tee to basket 136, or are they
it's a
following
crush.
the fairway?
No, it's a crush.
Yeah.
It's big.
Blake's
Well.
got all of that and more, though.
He's not afraid of a crush.
He's throwing his own. No,
And if you can do it with hyzer, all the better, because the wind over the water is just a little bit unpredictable. That needs to stay up.
Got a lot of angle.
Oh, it's flipped up nicely.
oh, has he got
Did
that one tree?
Did he catch that last tree? Oh, that's going to be a line call. Most trees that you hit here, it's sort of 50-50 whether you settle on the land or settle in the water.
Now, Perry has an absolute cannon on him too.
This is safe. Very, very early. Oh, it's
I
pushed
don't know.
through. Not
Yeah.
too bad at all.
It's maybe, what, he'd be circle 2, maybe edge of circle.
As we see, lovely Tara, Blake's mum there, just spotting for the boys. She's just realised she's actually in the striking zone there. Now, if you are OB off the tee on this one, you progress to the amateur tee pad, which is actually, it must be said, a fairly difficult short par 3. So definitely no guarantee to get the bogey if you do go OB.
Jeez, this has some height. Yeah, nice one.
That's just outside circle, no problems at all for Dan. He'll have a comfortable run from that distance up the hill. Interested to see if Blake got the green flag or the red flag. Given that we're putting, it looks like Blake must have been in. And Dan's going to want that one again. That was no chance.
Gave a good bid.
Now, if you haven't seen Zach James play much, Paddy, this is sort of his range. The stepper.
Okay.
Yep. And there's the air ball.
He's kind of pulling the, opening up the hips as well.
A little bit.
Oh, so
that does look
in bounds.
Oh, he's in the tree. You can see it above his head there.
Yeah.
Very, very lucky.
Oof.
Nice one.
He tries to retrieve his disc from the branch, and that's a good break because you can see that tree is right on the very edge of the water there. Could have easily hit that and rolled back into the water.
Has he got enough room to get that leg up for the stepper?
I think he might have to compromise on the leg lift for this one, Fergs.
Ooh.
Oh, but good bid
No, he needed it
nonetheless.
though. He needed that extra little kick.
Yeah, he certainly did. Dave would love this one. Slight death putt because any miss here, it's going to put you at the edge of the circle.
Ooh.
Except for that particular miss. That one settles you down in the bullseye, funnily enough.
Yeah, there's Zach taps in. That's you can see the OB line in the water there. Coming across. Is that to stop the sharks from coming in?
Yeah, no idea.
Or the crocs? All right. Par frame. Look out. All right, next up, hole 15, 128 metre par 3. You got these trees at the start to try and navigate, and it's a very straight shot to a basket sitting pretty close to some water there. You're probably going to see a lot of backhands just try and navigate that straightness, but you might see a couple of flip-up forehands too.
Keen to see if Perry takes the flex forehand line. You can go right of that first tree, sort of use the entire fairway. As we see Zach, unfortunately too low, settling down on the right-hand side there.
I love how the council have like cleaned up all the crap along the water and they've all just gone, sweet, put a basket there.
Yeah.
Oh, and that was probably a good tree.
I mean, the scary thing with the forehand is as soon as you start fading, you're going straight for the drink, hey?
Yeah, that's it. Dave does look like he's going the backhand. Does look like he's got a fairway driver in his hand as well. Saw a lot of boys sort of take this one with like a straight mid.
We have, in the past, this has been a pretty fun par 4, but this is definitely a step up in the challenge.
Yeah, I wonder if Dave's just playing it for par, just throwing something overstable, trying to get away from the water's edge and have an easy approach for the par.
What did you throw here, Tim?
Flex forehand, yep.
Yeah.
I'll put it to about, it's just a little bit too long for me, so I'll put it to about 20, 25 metres most days. And there was one time where it did fade out, Paddy, but those you have like a wall of trees, so it'd be pretty unlucky to get to the water.
I think Dan might have had a mid in his hand. He's opted for the driver. And now the hand, this is looking pretty good. It is fading a little bit to the left, but it'll be probably safe up there.
Yeah, I wonder if it was maybe a wind decision because driver is maybe a little much unless you're going flippy. Zach with a little turnover putter to perfection. Great upshot.
Should be pretty straightforward up and down here from Dave.
So you can see the backhand overstable fairways just netted him a simple par. Dan might be able to give this a little sneaky bid. Puts it up nice and high.
Ooh.
Oh,
He's very good at that sort of Anheuser putter. Did that on hole 3 and it hit
Just
the top of the tray.
Really good nose control. Love it.
Easy stuff from Blake.
You should see a whole bunch of tap-ins.
Saw a lot of pars this hole. Not a whole stack of birdies. One of the new ones on the course.
Yeah, that's a... It'd be a good birdie to get, to be honest. That looks pretty challenging.
Yeah, it might even be a little bit longer than 128 metres. It certainly felt very long.
Never seen so much water here. How good is it?
Yeah.
It is good. I can imagine a very cold and blustery day in Canberra. This is a fantastic hole, number 16, 187 metre par 4. You need to beat these trees and start pushing straight, because if you fade too much, there is very tight OB on the left-hand side and OB on the right if you go too long. Once you've settled down on this fairway, you've got a little nifty backhand approach sort of into this green here.
I do like a funneling fairway to a basket. Yeah, it looks good.
Ooh, this is nice and low. Just got to get that crest.
Might push too far. Oh, just settling it.
Zach.
Jeez.
Very close to the OB line, but that'll be a great spot to approach the basket from. Could go forehand.
Just flirting. Flirting
He's
with that
flirting
one.
all round.
Blake with one of his venoms.
Oi.
Just a little
Oh.
finesse venom, and this is ideal. It'll be fading straight towards the basket. See that OB line there, Paddy? They've tightened it up.
Oh.
That's...
Hole's not good. Needs
Just
to stop.
reminiscent of
Yeah.
eruption? No.
Oh, that rollaway at Eruption. Oh, go back and watch round 3, Eruption, for that. Fantastic rollaway.
Dave backhand, but he's opting for...
He wants none of that gap.
Yeah, no, the gap is off to the right. That's caught up in the tree.
That is...
And out of bounds.
Ooh, I did not know that was OB over there. That's interesting.
Well, this looks maybe a bit
That
straight.
needs to start
It's got a
fading.
fade.
No, I think that's pretty good. It's gone pretty far though.
Oh.
It's close.
Pen down. Oh, no, he's okay.
Oh, is he though?
Oh, he snuck in.
He snuck in just on the good side of the bollards there.
These Canberra locals.
Oh, there's
so
the
he's hit
bollards.
the bollards go all the way through the rough there. That's interesting. Not a part of the course that many people would find themselves. And Dave, I dare say he'll be taking on the gap in round 2 and 3, because that is not something. This is not a place you want to be throwing your third.
Nice. Awkward little...
It's got to control the fade. No problems. There's going to be a lot of pressure on that upshot. He needs to put it close to save the bogey. Nice little backhand challenger from Blake.
Yeah, very smooth. Should be a tap in.
Dave with the AVR X3. Nice and low. Missing the rough. Fantastic.
Oh,
That's a good
ground
good
play.
result after that drive. Zach James using all 9 feet of his leg span there. Little patent pending job here, Paddy. This is fantastic.
That's
Yeah.
great.
That's a very good bid. You can pull off that position, right, Paddy, with hips of our age.
Yeah. Our age. I'm 30.
Mate, I-
I'm 34, mate.
Yeah, no, sorry. Oh, I forgot I was in Fergie's vintage.
Hey, I'm a bit older than you. None of you boys are in your 40s.
I feel
so-
like when you have kids, you just add 10 years. But anyway,
Yeah, sure.
Dan Frost. Oh, it's a turn.
Come on.
Luckily, that flag is where the OB stops, that last flag that you can see. So, no
It's going to be a
problems there.
tester.
Yeah. Bit of an obstructed putt.
This is for the birdie, though. Even when he putts, he doesn't want to let go of his pink cloud breaker.
Oh, sit down.
Yeah. Held on to a bit long.
What's Dan putting with?
I would love to tell you, Ferg, but that was a clean skin putter, so I'm not too sure. I imagine it'd be a very old P2, though. He loves his Discmania.
Dave here wants to clean up his bogey, and he does.
A little left side. I don't think he's really driving the putters home. But that one luckily
Solid.
caught. Zachy in for the bird. That was a really good upshot.
Yeah, bit of green like that. Dan to clean it up.
Yeah,
Very
good
nice.
comebacker. So Blake's got this to stay in the lead.
He sort of snagged the lead off Dan a couple of holes ago, and he'll increase the gap a little bit. Now it's Zach James in outright second place at 3 down. After hot starts, they slowed down a little bit, the boys. Hole 17, Fergs.
Hole 17, got a shorty for once. 83 metres, par 3. Little tight one here. Off the tee, maybe a turnover backhand or maybe a little forehand will get you down there. But again, basket nicely close to the water.
2 baskets just to run for the ace. Don't mind that.
Yeah, it's nice of them.
Of course, they had the fly-throughs when the amateur baskets were still in.
This looks delicious from Zach.
That's
What a
money.
shot.
Oh, yeah.
Great line.
Tally's played this hole a few times. That is absolutely perfection. Forehand's good. There is a risk of getting a full flight and a skip into the water, but I don't know.
Oh,
There's
that's
already-
one.
He's already got a bogey.
Sloppy.
That's very unfortunate.
Sloppy.
I feel like he almost said sorry to his raptor there. He loves that raptor so much.
Oh. So much emotion.
Oh, that's going to be a tricky spot there. Depends how deep he got in there, but if you can fade into that real deep, you're basically locking in a bogey.
I feel like this hole's just made for Dan. Soft, buttery backhand turnover.
Oh, that's an angle.
Flip up.
It's a hyzer. Can he get the counter skip? No, he's in the trees.
It's probably going to be a layup.
Very narrow gap you have to get through here. I dare say this will be a... Oh, this is his rat. He does bag the rat as well, Paddy, and this is the one.
Good little pop.
What a shot. Got the distance?
Yeah, it's a look.
Yeah, fantastic.
It's a look. I think, Zach just showing the absolute pure line there.
Forehand watch number 2 as we see Jace Wiedner wake up from his siesta in the background there.
I thought he got stabbed by a larpa.
He fell off the horse, boys.
Oh, that's a great little flick there from Dan. He's put himself in the bullseye.
Oh, boy. What's Blake got?
The horse bolted.
Not a bad attempt from Blake going the overhand over the trees there, but he's going to have a test to fall the par. But I like the scramble shot.
Come on, Dave.
He needs this. Tie for 13th. Dave is too good for that. Oh, unfortunately, into the band.
Damn.
Blake with almost the exact same putt. I'm sure he'll show Dave how it's done.
All right, there we go.
In for the par. Fantastic scramble from Blake. Didn't know he had the overhand shots in his game. Beautiful stuff. Down in for the par as we finally get to Zach's drive. Barely 1.5 meters away from the pin. Straight in for the birdie. That's how you draw it up.
Yeah, that's
Good hole to get. Short one, but very technical.
Beautiful. All right, next up, hole 18, 191 meter par 4. You've got an OB line sort of with those trees on the left-hand side. Really big forehand or a backhand roller just to get into the open and approach this basket on a hill. And elevated now. That's a big change. We haven't seen that before.
Elevated, and they chucked a little bit of OB tight on the left-hand side there, so it does make the approach shots a little scary.
That was looking good from Zach, but I think
Did he hit the tree?
Yeah, I think he did.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, he might still have a line, but you really want to try and get past.
Is this roller?
Yeah, roller's a really good play here, I find.
Oh, and this is looking sensational. Might go
Oh,
OB
it's gonna
long.
hook up. Watch out,
the
bird.
magpie. Beautiful.
Dan also looks like he's lining up the roller.
Where have we gone here? I've lost it.
It's got to get down.
It's gone the full sky roller.
No,
No idea.
I
Nothing.
think it
Mystery.
got stuck in one of those clouds.
Yeah. Dave, who's got an absolute weapon of a forehand.
I mean, I love the forehand here. Obviously, I'm biased.
Yeah.
But if you've got the distance, just go to forehand on this one.
Yeah, and he's got past that big tree, which is all you need to do. Super solid.
Zach did hit that tree. He's going backhand putter.
Oh, he's got the angle.
Looks to be a lunar, and that's a little low.
He's got a look.
Oh, no,
Oh,
Danny.
goodness.
Yeah.
Always got out, though.
Little pitch out forehand, but that's an unfortunate error. This is probably the softest par 4 on the property, and certainly one that you want to attack. Don't want to be scrambling from the middle of the one big tree you have to miss.
Perry with his AVI X3. That checks up to about 5 or 6 metres, maybe 7.
Wonder if there's some nerves there, because that thing was heading straight to OB.
Dang, hanging this out with the fade. No problems at all. As we finally get to Blake's roller. It's barely 50 metres from the basket. Little zone approach. It's a little bit wide.
Yeah, that looks pretty good.
It's just
Maybe
absolutely
5 metres?
crashed into the dirt there. Be good if Zachy could open this one, but there's some risky putt. Yeah, you can see a little bit not committed. That OB line definitely in his head with a bit of the wind as well.
Dave, he's missed a birdie opportunity on the last one. Let's see if he can capitalise here. Sure
Yes.
Can you hear the wind, boys? Certainly picking up at this point in the round.
I think those flags are actually like solid plastic.
They must be.
Don't be deceived.
They're not moving at all.
It's quite the elevated basket too. It's no eruption.
It's like watching the
Cradle
flags
legs,
on the moon landing.
Oh yeah. Absolutely fake. Did not happen.
Don't even.
100%.
The comment section's going to go nuts, Fergs. Come on, mate. Come on.
Didn't happen. Buzz who? I don't know. Whatever.
As we take a peek at hole 19, 99 metre par 3. This hole's a tricky one. You want to maybe attack it with a forehand left of that big fat tree the drone's flying past now. Or you can go a backhand turnover, sort of cutting the inside of the hole. But it's a tricky one, this one. A bonus birdie, in my opinion.
Well, it's got some angle on it.
It's a funky line, isn't it?
Yeah.
No rollers on play? Even like a little midi kind
rollers
of
there.
roller? Yeah.
There's a path on the left that's OB, and any of the rough on the right-hand side is just jail. So this is a pretty good attempt from Dave. Needs to crest the hill. I think if that was 1 metre higher, that would have been very, very nice.
I did like this hole when the basket was on the edge of the hill. Saw some big putts and
Yeah.
yeah.
This looks good from Zach.
Here we go. Needs to get down. Beautiful.
Okay.
I think he went a sort of neutral fairway driver there, and that's probably the best result that you could do with that one.
This looks like it's going too far to the right.
Ooh, needs to get out of the rough. Oh, he's tracking for the
You
basket.
might have a look.
That stuff is thick.
That
Let's
stuff's
see.
very thick. I don't know if
Yeah.
he does have a look from there, but we will find out. And this is what we saw a lot. People hitting this tree and having this awkward little forehand approach with the Toro, little wrist flick. No problems at all.
You can't really see it, but if you do go, that like the ground really drops off in that in those trees, like
Oh, big time.
significantly.
Big time.
So this is scary putt from Zach. Oh,
If you don't mind.
cold blooded.
Run it in.
As we see a replay on that putt, he gets it out on the line and just lets the putter do the work straight into the heart of the
I'm
chains.
Zach James. Beautiful putt.
Oh
Yeah.
no, but he's tried to pick up the disc and failed to collect.
He's even got the chain.
We're
like
going to
the
have to
chain.
call Sloppy though, boys. I'm going to have to call Sloppy. We'll give him a par. As we see Dan just getting to know his deciduous friends.
He might die. Yeah. Nah.
Little lofty
Have a
Annie
go.
bit.
Have a go.
Oh, let's go.
Don't mind.
There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Let's get a replay of that too. He's gone full Anheuser. Straight into the tree. Got nubbed in. And look at the smile from Dan.
Good catch.
Yes.
Good catch, Fergs. Good catch.
What
a
goodness
putt.
me.
Those never catch.
fantastic.
Those
No.
never land.
I mean, if you're ever
Awesome.
doing an Anheuser putt, it's just so unsatisfying. And he's dunked it. Fantastic from Dan. As we see Dave and Blake clean up their pars. Didn't expect to see 2 birdies in that hole, boys.
Yeah.
Very nicely done.
Unreal.
All right, hole 20, 190 metre par 4. You've got some tight little woods to get off the tee, and then you're putting yourself kind of somewhere down here and finishing up the left.
Lots of options on this one. You can
Yeah,
go through the
crazy.
trees. You can go backhand hyzer, spiking around the trees. And then you've got a forehand or a backhand line into the basket. That's
Oh, he's got through.
it's got through again. There is an OB path on the left there, but that should be okay. This is the more traditional route. Dan just putting it out in the right. Boys have just birdied one of the more difficult par 3s on the property and then minced a fairly rudimentary tee shot. But they both fight through. These boys, as I said, the Canberra boys do not believe in trees.
Nah. I've thrown that shot so many times and been slammed down by those trees.
Do not let the branches get in the way of the line that you deserve. That's how the
Yeah.
Canberra boys think.
Blake,
Tell you what,
looking
when-
go for it.
Oh, I was going to say, when the wind is right, I have seen the backhand Annie flex line, the really big one, but looks like those trees are a bit bigger.
Blake absolutely roasting this one, avoiding all the trouble, and lands with authority.
He's got to be careful he's not too... Because you got 2 lines to the basket here. If he's too in the centre, he won't have a look at either of them. But Hopefully that's not the case. Dave, this looks big too.
I don't know if anything's changed in this whole paddy because I don't really remember it too fondly, but it seemed like the second shot had a bit more openness and a few more options to it. So I don't know. Blake will be absolutely fine.
I think you'd be right. You have to be pretty far to the left.
Dan's going Spikeiser on the second. The other option would have been like a low overstable shot, maybe a flex backhand shot.
Oi.
It's just hit the last tree and wrapped up in C1, no problems at all.
Trees, mate. The trees. These
Here we
Canberra
go.
boys are just getting the love.
Zachy with a flex forehand, not a very comfortable forehand thrower.
That is an overstable disc.
I've undersold his forehand. He's got a great forehand, but he much prefers the backhand from what I've seen playing with Zachy.
Yeah.
This is fantastic from Blake. Should have about a 70-metre forehand in. It's going to have to go something very overstable and play the skip, I believe.
Yeah, you got to be careful of that tree, but he's navigated that beautifully.
Very nicely done.
Dave here opting for the Heiser approach.
This is
As long as
good.
he gets past that
Oh,
tree.
in.
Oh, and it almost goes in.
He'll have no idea how close that got because the
Jeez.
basket is blind from where he threw that. But that was tracking for a throw-in.
Oh, in the heart.
goodness.
There we
Let's
go.
go.
So smooth.
Now he celebrates one. There was no smiles on the last part, boys.
He's got a lethal stepper,
Yeah.
has Zach James.
Jeez, he's pushing, isn't he? All of a sudden, takes the lead. Blake needing this one to match it up.
And he's
Lovely.
got it. And we're seeing a few boys sort of separate themselves from the pack. Blake and Zach tied for first at 6 under par.
Oh.
And Dan, unfortunately, not moving to 4 like he so would have loved to do. In for the par.
That hurts.
Dave's going to take his time on these putts. He knows birdies have been so hard to come by in this round. He's going to take absolutely no chances. Definitely needs this one to move back down to even.
Yeah, he's had a bit of a roller coaster, unfortunately, Dave.
Nicely
Lovely.
done.
Lovely.
I mean, I need to say, when I drove into this comp, I saw a truck that said Perry Demolition on it. And I just expected him to come out here and demolish the field. But anyway,
All right, next up, hole 21. This is the big par 5, 304 metres. You'll see some guys try to land about here on their first drive with maybe a flex backhand. Traditionally, you might see a forehand down, and just really, if you play clean, you can get to the basket and take your bird. There's OB on the right with the bollards, OB on the left with the path. We'll see how they do.
you just don't want your disc to land tucked up against a tree trunk on this one. It's so frustrating when you throw a good bomb and then it just does that little 5-metre curl up and nestles up against the trunk.
Oh, yeah. This is looking pretty good from Zach.
That's
Want a big
more than
fade.
pretty good. That's fantastic.
Yeah, lovely.
That is position A.
I feel like he's just starting to settle in. Zach, he's looking very comfortable
He's
now.
cooking.
Some of the locals having a good look.
Oh,
Huge
Big
anhyzer
hyzer
from Blake.
flipper.
Is it turning? It is.
This
Needs
is
to
big,
probably
boys.
wrap out of it, actually. Oh,
Yeah.
look at that.
goodness
That's
me,
great.
that's monster.
Enormous. He'd certainly be considering eagle from there
Hmm.
because that's plenty of distance off the box. Probably has another 140, 150 into the pin from there.
Dave, here, he's seen the line.
Oh,
He
this
wants
is
to replicate it. Is it turned over a bit
leaking.
too much?
It's leaking right.
Needs to
It's-
hit a tree, I think. Oh, that's currently OB. No, it's hit a tree.
Oh,
Oh, jeez. He's just had no luck, has he?
Hang on, I'm still waiting for Dan's Daewoo to come past. No,
No.
he's OB.
It's going to be a demolition truck instead. Just roll over his disc.
Oh, that's unfortunate from Dave. Just got to even. Can still save the pass, certainly, though. Maybe a bit nose up from Dan, but it is understable enough to turn. He's got to dodge the helicopter.
and he's in the open.
Nicely done. Do the helicopters affect the flight of the disc? There'll be a lot of downforce there.
Possibly.
I don't know what's more distracting, the helicopter or the larpers.
The Lapis, 100%.
A larper in a helicopter.
Dan, looking like he's going the big throw again. Is this a sky roller?
I think it's Sky Roller, actually. No, just panning out.
Yeah.
Ooh, maybe it was meant to be a roller. It's cutting quite a bit. That path is OB. I don't know about that.
It's probably checked up.
And look
enough.
at Dave. Just outside.
Oh, hello.
He's carrying over all the OB. This is risky. It's just stuck
Inbounds.
in. Oh, that would
It's
have
going
been
to have a very low ceiling there, though.
would have been an absolute nightmare had that not come back in bounds.
Zach opting for the backhand here.
Stay up. That's going to cut. It's wrapped up. No problems at all. You got enough distance off the box that it's still well within birdie play from there.
Yeah, I like the forehand here. That's a good little pop. This could get all the way down. Maybe checking out 40 meters.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see how close he got. Yep, looks like he's about 40 meters from the pin. So absolutely a simple birdie from there for Blakey.
He's got some
here.
height.
He's probably got about 60 or so meters, and he's just
What
put
tree?
this thing
Just
to the
what
pin. Well, what disc is that?
That is a Tour Series Luna.
There
If
you
you
go.
cannot read, Fergs, put your glasses on. He's parked for the birdie.
But it said NASA.
Just
Dan.
straight through that tree too.
Yeah.
Look out.
Dan's snuck around the last Guardian tree, and he's just wrapped up at the back edge of the circle there. He's going to have a 9-meter putt for the birdie. And look, he's been close on a lot of putts, Dan. He'll be wanting that one, that's for sure.
So Perry just wants to try and park this.
Just catch cam maxing out the zoom here. Oh, beautiful off the knee.
Yeah.
Yep,
Lovely.
it's great.
Geez, Dave Perry's squatting on the ground like that, just really testing out the tensile strength of those shorts. As we see Blake laying up for the simplest of birdies that you'll ever see.
Don't worry, he's got the peaches to hold those shorts together.
Here we go. Dan needs this. He's been shaky a little bit at times during this round.
Oi, there we
It's
go.
a good right side catch.
Very good catch.
See a
Hey.
thumbs up and a lot of relief on his face after that putt. So this is a pretty good par save for Dave after going OB off the box.
Oh,
He's left it low.
Not his day.
yeah. Just
I didn't
not his
expect
day.
Didn't
Not
expect to
his day.
see Dave over par for the first round at Sizzler. He's still got one more hole to try and claw it back to even. You'll see Zaki just streak ahead, 7 under par, 3 on the trot. The last few holes out at Sizzler, you definitely want to score on.
Blake,
Strolling in.
very relaxed, jogging in for his bird.
Loving it.
All square with one hole to go.
All right, hole 22, 118 meter par 3. It has this big river of, is it OB or Hazard?
It's Hazard,
It's Hazard
and it's
running
very
through
bloody
it.
close to the basket, Paddy. Very close.
Look, it's better than the past where they had a double mando between those trees.
That was sickening, that. I remember that year. This is not a bad hole to finish. You will see a lot of boys lay up, though, because very risky trying to clear that Hazard, but also stay close enough to the baskets that you're not putting full death putt, because it's pretty elevated the basket too, must be said.
Tim, that's flex forehand territory all day, mate.
Oh, mate, I laid the hell up of this every single time. Didn't even want a bar of it. So we see Zaki go for it with the turnover backhand. Needs to stay up. Miss the trees. Lovely. Just got over the wall, and that's going to be a pretty comfortable putt. He's sort of side onto the basket there.
It is a big throw, isn't it? He only just snuck over, and that looked good.
Blake's going the Raptor.
This
too
looks
low.
low.
Oh, needs to get up.
Oh, no.
That's
Square
a
in.
real unforced error from Blake. That is in the middle of the Hazard. And really, I don't think he's within a distance to even consider saving the par there. It's probably going to be a bogey. Dan will want this one. I feel like this hole may have been a bit of a brainchild of Dan's, because it's kind of suits his backhand distance and strengths, I would have thought.
He's a good course designer.
Oh, that's too flippy. Stay up. And he snuck inbounds.
That's inbound?
I believe so. I don't know if those flags were designated OB. I'm not too sure.
I should take a leaf out of his book and actually design courses that help me.
Like this
I haven't done
Dave.
that yet.
Dave's gone full flex with something stable,
Yeah,
not the
look at
distance.
this. Great.
And he'll love the fact that it's in the circle. Over par with a chance to break back to even on the last hole. Good stuff from Dave. I hope he makes it. Blakey, actually, it's close enough to go for it. He's going to probably have to hyzer it around that tree there. Oh, it looks like
that was looking good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks back at Jace. He said, Jace, was I making that? And
Jace
he
was
may
too
have
busy
been.
riding his horse.
Oh, Dan.
Okay.
Oh,
Daniel.
Goodness me, Dan. That was that was a lamb shank. Zach James, 7 under par, tie for the lead. Blake's just gone OB. Oh, settle down. The OB line was slightly off the wall as well, so any rollaways on these putts that nestle up against the wall are going to be out of bounds.
Dan would want that one back. All right, come on, Dave. Sink a big putt. Go back to even.
Currently tied for 10th place.
Yeah,
Let's go.
There you go.
And the crowd just absolutely loves it. One of the fan favourites, Dave Perry.
Yeah.
Even par for the round, tie for 8th. Not the result, but certainly not out of it. There's plenty of disc golf to be played here at the Sizzler.
Oh, sloppy. There we go.
A bogey for Blake puts him at 6 down, and Zach will actually take the outright lead thanks to that bogey with a 7 down. Very good showing from Zach James.
Yeah, really lit it up on that back.
He's on the up and up in disc golf, and certainly one to watch in Australia. Has dropped his mini, so I'm going to have to stroke him for that as well.
Dan closing out with the bogey, but still a solid round for the boy.
All right. Perry finishes at even, Dan with a 3, Blake with a 6, and Zach with a 7. You see the overall leaderboard. So, yeah, Zach outright. Timmy Bowen.
Oi, who's that there?
We snuck up there, T for
Goodness
third.
me.
We take that.
Yeah, Lukey Bain just sitting on the outer there, 2 under and a few at 1. Pretty solid.
Make sure you join us for round 2 of the Sizzler back on Gatekeeper Media and Park Media's YouTube channels. Thanks, boys.